Coordinator at Ole Miss last year, he got fired, and I just felt like he was the main reason why I went down there in the first place. So I just feel like him getting fired, it was an opportunity to explore other options.
When you had just been recruited out of high school, what was it like to kind of go through that process then again so soon after? What was that like?
It was easier because in high school, you don't know it, but I feel like playing a year of college football, like understanding like the entire like aspect of college football, it definitely made it easier.
All that seemed to happen pretty quickly. When you went to the portal, was Ohio State the goal for you? Was this the place you wanted to go, or how did that process play?
I mean, Ohio State was the place I wanted to be since I was a little boy. Like out of high school, they didn't actually like come and get me. So like hopping in the portal, if I'm being honest with you, I didn't think that they would like offer me, to be honest with you.
Coach Walt said it kind of took some convincing, though, to get you here. Yes or no?
Like he convinced me to be here.
I mean, he just said that like the process to get you to come play for Ohio State once you entered the portal, there were some things going on, he said, and it just took maybe some convincing to get you to come here. I don't know, that's what he said.
Maybe that's what I showed, but deep down in my heart, I knew I was coming to Ohio State.
Describe your game a little bit, Davison. Like, you're obviously a big corner. Like, describe your game out there. What do you do well?
I'm a big corner. I'm a physical corner. I want to put my hands on you. I'm going to come up, make tackles. I'm going to get pass breakers, get interceptions. I'm also a ball hawk as well. I just do a little bit of everything.
Coach Knowles is really talking to you up. He said you're doing excellent. It's got to feel good to hear the defensive coordinator say that about you. But how do you feel like you played so far in spring?
I feel like, to be honest with you, I feel like I haven't played my best football yet. Like, I could be so much better than I am right now.
You said you grew up an Ohio State fan, or the other team? How did you pick them, or what made you?
I mean, I'm from up north, so like Ohio State's probably the best team up north, to be honest with you. Like just watching like guys like Denzel Ward and Jeff Okudah.
To see the success that a lot of other Jersey guys have had here in recent years, did that factor into wanting to be a Buckeye?
I mean, of course, but I want it to be I feel like just Ohio State speaks for itself, and like just like their first round draft talent, I think it speaks for itself, to be honest with you.
How quickly did Ohio
State with Ohio State during the recruiting process at all?
So in high school, Ohio State never reached out to me. Yeah. Like, I feel like in high school I was under. I feel like in high school I didn't get like all the big time offers like as I should have.
So I guess when you do go into the portal, it would seem maybe you want to lean more towards schools that you at least had a relationship with during the recruiting process. But why did you kind of said you were an Ohio State fan? But how did that come on your radar? And why did you end up picking the Ohio State in this case?
To be honest with you, Coach Day just gave me a phone call, and like it was Ohio State. I'm like, there's probably a lot of like Ohio State like speaks for itself. They were going to be the national champions. Like if a couple plays were different, they would have been the national champions. So I just feel like it was pretty easy.
So when you look at those plays, you're thinking that's where I could help this team.
Exactly. Like during a lift, and it was I want to say a Boston phone number. I'm like, who could possibly be calling me? And it was Ryan there. And I just said, God is good.
How quickly did that call come after you entered the portal?
It was kind of late after I entered the portal. I feel like I was already getting recruited. It was kind of, so it was probably late. So probably the week, like the last day I spent in the portal, he called me. Like I wouldn't say last day. So I had a visit to UCLA. I want to say on Friday. Yeah. Maybe Tuesday, Ryan Day called me.
Tuesday after that visit?
No, Tuesday
before.
Yes, Tuesday before.
So it kind of all came together very quickly.
Yes, it did.
Did he explain to you that
a couple more questions
when they
for
look
Davison, folks?
When they look at the transfer report, they're looking for guys who definitely are going to fit in. I mean, how did he explain to you why their call came a little bit late? You know what I mean? It sounds like he did a pretty good evaluation out there.
I would say like Ohio State's the top program, one of the top programs in the country, so they're just not going to go after everybody. They need to make sure that you're a good enough player to play here. I feel like that's what took so long.
Yeah, I had a former player the other day at the scrimmage watching, and he told me, like you brought him up a minute ago, he said you remind him of Jeffrey Okudah.
That's what I'm going for, to be honest with you.
What would you see in Okuda that just strikes you?
Him being physical, him coming up, putting hands on receivers, making tackles. He's a total package, to be honest with you.
Davison, what's been the big difference between Ole Miss and here so far?
The competition. Every school preaches competition, but Ohio State lives competition every single day, from the weight room to the field. You're competing in everything.
What's the value of that year being spent in the SEC?
It's astronomical, to be honest with you. I feel like what I endured as a true freshman coming in high school and enrolling early as a 17-year-old, I feel like it was the hardest thing that I ever had to do in my life. So I feel like that prepared me for everything moving forward.